Hi, my name is Zach Parry. I'm an attorney with the law firm Lawyers Plus, here to answer your question, is it legal to pee standing up? Very serious question. Actually, this was a real case in Germany, Dusseldorf, Germany. Obviously does not set any legal precedent here in the United States. And the question being answered wasn't really whether it was legal to pee standing up, but that became a central issue of the case, was the reasonability, the reasonableness of a man standing up to pee in Germany, which apparently is a big social issue there. Well, this was a landlord-tenant dispute. The tenant had signed a lease and paid a security deposit. The period of the lease expired and the tenant went to move out, and when the landlord inspected the premises to determine how much of the security deposit should be returned, it was discovered that the marble floor in the bathroom had degraded due to urination, apparently. In fact, the landlord and the tenant hired experts. There was an expert in urination degradation who measured the level of uric acid in the marble to determine that yes, in fact, it was urine that caused the marble degradation. So the landlord withheld part of the security deposit, which was 3,000 pounds was the whole security deposit, and she withheld enough to repair the marble floor. The tenant didn't think that was fair, challenged her decision in court, and then the judge had to determine, is it reasonable for this man to urinate standing up, and if so, then he wasn't going to be charged for the wear and tear that resulted from standing while peeing and missing the toilet and not cleaning up after himself. And interestingly enough, there's been this big social push in Germany to encourage men to sit down while peeing, and so that was the argument of the landlord. It was unreasonable for him to stand. This was an antiquated and a barbaric custom that men, civilized and refined men, don't stand up while they urinate. In fact, there are words for this in Germany. Men who pee sitting down are called Sitzpinklers, and men who stand up while urinating are called Stehpinklers. And so there's this whole movement. In fact, there are signs in some public restrooms that indicate that no sitting down or no standing up is allowed. And so at the end of the day, the court considered these social customs, considered what was and was not reasonable, considered the expert opinion, and concluded that the tenant was well within his rights to stand up while urinating, and that the degradation from the uric acid on the marble floor was normal wear and tear and therefore not subject to any security deposit reduction. However, the jury is still out in Germany. They have not answered the question whether it is legal for a man to leave the toilet seat up after urinating.
Lawyers Plus, we earn your trust.
Do you need to speak with a lawyer? If so, call one you'll actually like.